at least in our own minds, with your hosts, Clint and George, including Adam and Gail, presented by La Troje Mexican Restaurant and Bar. Here we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Perfect 10 80s edition, our 80s music edition.
The greatest era of all time.
It's a special occasion, Star.
Yeah, apparently, would you remember all that? Because I sure the hell didn't.
Yeah, first time I met this man, he was
Right.
on the other station.
Hmm.
And it was top 5 this time. Now we involved to 10.
There was a lot to pick from. Lots to
This
Yeah,
was before it was Star Hockey Man.
both these lists sucked.
80s, yeah.
We had a lot to go off.
90s for me sucked too, because 2 of my songs I thought that were in the 80s. I wanted to find out they were in the 90s. I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, I don't even have the 90s one even close yet. This 80s one was tough enough to go from 700 to 500, knocking it down to 100, then under 100, and even still earlier this afternoon, changing my mind on like 6 or 7. I was like, no, maybe this one. I don't know, maybe this one.
Yeah, it was tough.
It was very difficult, and especially for over 30,000 different songs. I mean, remember the 80s were the era of MTV and the VJs, the video jockeys. So we had a lot to really contend with.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Did hell freeze over? Jim Blaylock says, hi, everyone. No smart ass comment. No nothing.
And he even says hi to Piper.
Yeah, because she has to have a sucker in the middle of the show.
Hey,
Legacy.
Doug says I had mine done in 3 hours. And yes, for tonight, I reactivated my account. Yay!
Hey,
Special occasion.
we feel special.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, where to begin? So,
Let the hype man start it off.
You said that as I'm eating a French fry. All right. Number 10. You know what's funny about my number 10? I say I hate this song so much, but yet I put a 10 on my list anyway.
oh my gosh.
And the reason I put it on my list is because I'm a sucker for songs that, like, if I hate a song, but the song gets stuck in my head,
You start to like it.
do you really hate that song?
Right.
Song. So, and you give me grief about it. I remember one time I think you snuck it in the intro of the whole show and got me off guard with it. That's Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper.
Ha!
Called it.
Yes.
He said you were going to have it on your list.
Nice.
It just, I hear it so much. It's just
I'm proud of you,
in my
Clint.
head.
So proud.
But it was 10. It wasn't going no higher though. I'll say if he makes the list, it's 10. That's it. But yeah, as much as I've talked about it, I couldn't ignore it.
Jim, these are our personal favorite songs of the 80s. Our top 10. Doug, of course, is going heavy. Angel of Death by Slayer.
That's right, Jason.
Hey, my list for 79 and pre wasn't bad. So let's just.
I mean, you had Dancing Queen on there. I mean, but
You not even notice the message under our name?
That's cute. I have to wear my glasses. I have to get my glasses.
Man, I think I'm the only one that ain't do one this time. I left it blank.
Now, you want to do your number 9
Yeah, I'll do my number 9.
or number 10? I mean, sorry.
Yeah, you're getting me all jacked up.
All right, when I looked at my paper, I looked at 9 instead of 10.
My number 10 is Escape, the Pina Colada song by Rupert Holmes.
George is looking at you like he has no clue what that is.
Oh, I think I heard that song.
Have you never seen the movie Grown Ups?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
No.
know what
I know what the song. I know what song it is.
yes.
It's fucking Pina Colada.
That's it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
All
I know
right.
that song.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's a
say.
catchy
Okay,
little song.
Well, that and you watch that
Yeah.
damn movie so much.
Oh, I love
that's
it.
that is a pool. That is a good poolside, lakeside song. So,
Yes.
yeah,
It is. A vacation song.
True.
Yep. Very, very true.
All right, so I guess I'll go next. My number 10, I went with the Breakfast Club classic, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. One of my favorite movies and one of my favorite songs go hand in hand together.
Don't you?
Good one.
Yeah. Classic.
Doesn't matter if it comes on the radio, if you're flipping through the channels and you hear it, you're going to stop and you're going to sing along every time.
Yep, that's a good one. Well, I'm not going out as heavy as Doug's kicking out of the gate, but I am going Great White, Once Bitten, Twice Shy at my number 10.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's and that's the thing. Like I was doing good with my list on my own until I started breaking it down by genres, and then I saw other songs, and I'm like, oh, why did you do that?
Yep.
Because that's what screwed me. And I'm like, you got to be
Oh, I
kidding
never
me.
heard
See,
that.
I almost put that on my list because that is a damn
That's
good
an
song.
odd combination. I probably had to listen to that song now.
Yeah.
I love some Ray Charles now.
Oh.
Who? Never heard of him, Jason. Simple
See, there we go. Now Jim's back.
There's the normal Jim we know.
That
There's
is a
the
good
Jim
pick,
we
Jim.
know.
I like that pick.
It's not a bad choice though. All right. Into the
All right.
nines.
Number 9.
Okay, my number 9 came out in 1986. It's funny because when they first did this song, they never heard of the original artist that made the song. But it was a hit song when they collab with him. I got "Walk This Way" by Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Yeah,
Oh.
I had a Run DMC song on my list until I got to looking further, and then I saw another song. So that's an honorable mention for my list. Is anything Run DMC? Because I like all their stuff. It's Tricky is probably one of my favorite of them.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Too low.
Too low.
Mm.
Too low. I got it a little bit higher. Got that bad. Yeah, I see.
That's kind of like the new. We're gonna have to trademark. We're gonna have to ask.
Doug even says
We're gonna have to get that trademark.
I'm a 90s baby, so I mean.
Yeah,
that's
well,
what I'm saying.
as I say, everybody's getting on Clint going, it's too low.
Well, hey, at least for a
That's all
90s
right.
baby, he had it on his
Hey.
list.
Exactly. We'll give it to him. He's got it on his list.
This is true.
We got him on his list. Doug turns around and says, "Mother" by Danzig.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I actually know that one. That's a good song. All right, Gail, what you got at number 9?
My number 9 is "Another Brick in the Wall" by Pink Floyd. I wasn't a huge Pink Floyd fan, but that was always just the song that you knew from Pink Floyd. I like it.
Ah.
Pink Floyd.
Well, who was it that remade it? Because I remember it got remade and they were playing the hell out of it.
They didn't do it well.
I don't.
but
I'm the wrong
remember what
person
you're
to
talking
ask.
about.
Jason says, "Great pick, Gail." Doug says it was 79.
Close enough.
Well, I thought it was. I put it in my. It said I looked up 80s and it put it on my 80s list.
Okay.
I might be wrong.
Jim says, "We're not going to take it" by Twisted Sister.
That's how I feel about everything you say, Jim.
Oh, ouch.
Wow.
Wow.
Adam, what you got at 9?
All right, and my number 9.
He was right. It was 1979.
That's all right. You're fine. It's our list, and the hell with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a big hit.
Yeah.
In the 80s and came out in
See,
79.
Jason's got your back. So
Ditto.
for my number 9, I went with a great song that I know a lot of people are going to say that because I don't like this player, but Baker Mayfield kind of made it popular again, and that's "In the Air Tonight" by Mr. Phil Collins with the old everybody's drum solo, that they have to do.
Too low.
Did she just say too low?
Yeah, she did. Time out for train.
And right in line with the train alert. What timing? So we hit the too low and we got it. Jason says great pick.
Yeah, I don't like Phil Collins.
Because damn well we're all sitting in our car, and the minute that little part comes on, everybody's doing
Yeah, everybody's drumming.
it.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
I'm not.
Well, Jason, my number 9 was just a squeaker because it was an 89, November 89 release, but of course I didn't get my cassette of it until the 90s. And that is by Rush. And that is Hand Over Fist.
Okay.
I had the Presto album, and there isn't one
Is
bad
that a rock
song
group?
on that thing.
I don't know. If it's like rock or punk, I'm probably not gonna know
Yeah.
who they are.
Really good. Really good. And Superconductor and that one were hand in hand, but I was like, man, I like Hand Over Fist better.
Oh, right there.
Jason.
Being honest.
Yep.
Being honest, if it's likely Holly Rock or like, I'm probably not gonna know who it is.
Thank you, Mr. Jason. Appreciate that.
Jason's in a very agreeable mood today. Either that or our lists are just on point, huh?
Well, I think I might get some flack for my number 8 here.
Well, uh-oh.
My
Wow.
number 8. This was one of them late songs that's like, I heard it, and then I just like this song so much that like I just start like listening to it. Came out in 1998. Eminem did a spin-off, made a version of this song. That's Martika Toy Soldiers.
All right.
I figured that'd be on somebody's list.
That low key became like one of my favorite. It's no one of the songs I heard after work. Not after work, during work. And then I was like, man, I'm like that beat sounds so familiar. I'm like Eminem. I'm like Toy Soldier. I'm like, oh, Eminem got it off that.
Yeah.
Right.
Doug sliding that one walk this way.
He can't be too low if it's one higher than me. Like
I was gonna say, dang.
So I had Martika at 8.
All right. Gail?
I have Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
The white girl anthem.
Yeah.
Some sugar
Too
on
low.
me
I got
is
that
the white
higher.
girl's anthem. Thank you very much. I had to
Too
stop
low. I
myself
got
on the 90s list
got
from a
that
couple
higher.
songs.
Really?
Play that song. That's too low. I got it higher.
Look.
Clint's going too. Clint says it's too low. Jason said, drunk girl white anthem. Drunk white girl anthem. Damn.
Oh, and he called Clint a drunk white female.
Oh. Wow.
Clint's even laughing. He ain't got nothing to say. Now that is way too low, Jim. I will
Wow.
argue that till I'm blue in the face.
Gonna burn this drunk, right? Dang.
I'm all fired up.
Yeah, no kidding. Russ, we're picking songs. All right, Adam.
All right, so for my number 8, I'll probably get a lot of crap for this. But I'm going to go with Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
Nice.
It's just one of them songs that it's like a party song. Everybody else sing along, you know. So
I was gonna say for half a second, I thought you and I had the same song.
oh, well, that would have been the first time on this series that we've had
Yes,
a
yes,
match.
Yes, it would have been. That was crazy because
I got Jason's backing. I win. I'm good.
you have Kokomo, I put the other one, Copacabana.
That would have been. It was close enough, but we both have, you know. And I always, every time I hear the Beach Boys name, I always think of Beach Boys.
Yeah, I got Barry in at Copacabana at number 8 for mine.
Nice.
I just call him Kevin Love's uncle.
Basic? Oh.
See, Jason is what Jim is to me, to you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to critique everything you do.
Absolutely. Well, let's get a quick break in here before we start continuing our awesome, epic 80s episode. We'll be right back.
La Troje Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located in Wellington, just east of 58 on Herrick. Monster margaritas, and enough food to feed the whole family. Mention the perfect 10 and receive 10% off.
Pizza Galley, located in the heart of Vermilion, monthly pizza specials from specialty pizzas to subs and po' boys. Open Wednesday and Thursday at 4. Friday through Sunday, open at noon. Call 440-963-0177.
Delmonico's Barbershop with 2 locations on Liberty Avenue in the Delmonico Plaza in Vermilion. Open early at 5 a.m. on Monday through Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 8 a.m. on Thursday, or their Lorraine location on Oberlin Avenue, 8 a.m. Delmonico, more than just barbers, their family.
Bodine Sanders, author of Race Against Race. Experience diversity and inclusion in sports through Bodine's eyes. From high school to Cheney, all the way through his graduation at Villanova and beyond. Get your copy today at Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Also available on all ebook platforms, Kindle, and local libraries ebook. Check out Race Against Race today.
Jim, them's fighting words, man.
I ain't worried about him.
All right, number 7.
Timing sucks.
Yeah.
So what?
It's perfect doing it during a commercial. Clint,
react to it after.
Number 7.
My number 7. I guess that's why I had the drunken white girl anthem song at. Apparently, it didn't. So I got it here. It was already mentioned. Oh my God, what that say?
Raining Blood by Slayer, about a man in purgatory gaining enough power to overthrow heaven, and he does.
You can't see me though.
Angel blood on earth while he reigns in blood in heaven.
That sounds like something out of Buffy.
That's deep.
Sounds like something out of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
All right, Gail, you're number 7.
Oh, I thought it was your turn. In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, so it's already been said.
Why do everybody like Phil Collins?
Hey,
What's that song?
Yeah, that's like his only song.
I don't like
really
Phil.
care for.
Yeah, I don't like Phil Collins.
wow. Jim
Don't.
says 99.
He killed Bone Thugs and Harmony's career, but he decided he wanted to do a song with him.
That was a great song though.
Yeah. It kind of killed their career though.
All right, Adam.
All right, so for my number 7, I've always liked the way the sound of this guy's voice and everything he sings, and I went with Summer of '69, Bryan Adams.
Oh, I forgot that song. I really like it.
I almost did, and I'm like, and as I was scrolling, I'm like, oh wait, stop.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay. Good job.
All right. All right. Well, those Phil Collins haters, well, guess what? I went
Here
with
comes another one.
Nope. Genesis is on this one.
No, he's a part of that.
Right. And that's Susudio.
I forgot about that song.
Yep.
Another one that got stuck in your head and you couldn't get out of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. The video was pretty cool too. The video was pretty cool. It was one of those big ones on MTV.
Yeah.
You know, MTV brought light to a lot of different artists. So
Yeah.
it was really good. Really good. All right. On to 6. Clint?
Number 6 was a tough one. I was debating between two songs. They was on my 70s list. I put them on my 80s list. That is Another One Bites the Dust. This came out right in
Yeah.
80.
That's a good one.
That's like 2 out of 3 Queen songs that I actually know. But I know the good songs though.
I'm telling you, I had that problem with my 90s list. There was quite a few that were like 3 from the same thing, and I'm like, okay, I can't have 3, so I gotta cut one of the songs because there was
Yep.
Yeah.
a good era of music.
But I went with Another One Bites the Dust here though.
That's good.
So
Doug's got South of Heaven by Slayer.
Ooh, that is a hardcore list, man.
It was,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, it is.
but that's
Yeah,
right up Doug's alley,
That's-
though.
absolutely up Doug's alley. Yep.
Like, that's one dude I would not want to get into, like, a trivia contest, like, in music with metal. Nope.
Nope. Doug wins. It's called Doug Wins.
Literally.
Nobody else need apply.
And Jim goes with I Just Call.
It's a good
Oh,
song.
That is a good song.
That's another good one.
that's
Yeah,
me
that
going.
one. That was in the top freaking 200s. This list was tough.
That should be higher than the 200. That should be that should have been one of your top 50. So you have to narrow it down to.
Yeah, okay. Adam?
Thought it was Gail's turn. It's here to go.
Or is it Gail?
I did not go.
Nope.
Mine is "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
That's another white girl wasted song that they just start singing out.
Combine the theme Gail are picking.
Wow. Jason
Maybe I need
says
a night
this
out.
playlist will be hip hop. Yeah, right.
Oh, I forgot about Rakim.
Yeah.
Who's Dana Dane?
If you heard the song, you probably know it.
Oh, okay.
He meant to say Ice Ice Baby.
Yes,
but
I know. I see it. Yep.
Oh God, no.
There's his correction.
Let's not relive Vanilla Ice days.
hey, there's just one good song.
Stop.
Right.
Listen.
All right.
Yeah.
So for my number 6, this is where I went country on you. And I went with a great song, powerful voice, and that's Goodbye Time, Conway Twitty. George is like, don't know.
I remember. I remember this song. I remember that song. I remember from Family Guy because it was the episode. People were like, and now the Conway Twitty. He just start singing. They like,
Yeah. It's a great song, though.
He just start singing all his hits. I'm like, oh God, no. You go to commercial.
Jason's like, it's the mom. My number 6, Red Red Wine by UB40.
I love that song as a kid, and the older I got, the more I started to hate it.
Well, I mean, it's overplayed. I mean, it's
Very.
overplayed.
I don't know.
That's kind of a lot of that's a lot of the songs that were even in my top freaking these 3 sheets. I was like, man, they overplayed the hell out of this and this and this, and I'm like, figuring out something a little bit better of the ones that I really liked, and I try to keep it as close to that as possible. So yeah, red wine definitely made
Say
it.
that 3 times fast.
Yeah, red. So George Max's dad used to listen to it a lot. That's also another pontoon boat kicking back lakeside tune, to listen to.
True. Maybe while drinking a glass of red wine.
Maybe.
Or other drinks. It didn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not a wine guy.
Hey,
It didn't matter. It could be
sangria,
anything.
you need to try a sangria. You would like a sangria.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Easy, Tim Allen.
All right, let's get a quick break in here. Again, we'll be right back with our top 5.
Pizza Galley, located in the heart of Vermilion, monthly pizza specials from specialty pizzas to subs and po' boys. Open Wednesday and Thursday at 4. Friday through Sunday, open at noon. Call 440-963-0177.
Delmonico's Barbershop with 2 locations on Liberty Avenue in the Delmonico Plaza in Vermilion. Open early at 5 a.m. on Monday through Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 8 a.m. on Thursday, or their Lorraine location on Oberlin Avenue, 8 a.m. Delmonico, more than just barbers, their family.
Bodine Sanders, author of Race Against Race. Experience diversity and inclusion in sports through Bodine's eyes. From high school to Cheney, all the way through his graduation at Villanova and beyond. Get your copy today at Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Also available on all ebook platforms, Kindle, and local libraries ebook. Check out Race Against Race today.
La Troje Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located in Wellington, just east of 58 on Herrick. Monster margaritas, and enough food to feed the whole family. Mention the Perfect 10 and receive 10% off your order. Dine in or take out, just like the Perfect 10 has at La Troje.
And we're back. Kicking into the top 5.
I must have bought when it first came out. It probably was. I just not a Vanilla Ice fan. Trying to say Eminem copied the style.
Right. All right, Clint. Kick us off with that number 5.
Actually, my number 5 was already mentioned, but actually mentioned by Sign Guy. This is where I just called the Sal Lily by Stevie Wonder.
Oh, so Sign Guy had it.
This list.
Sign Guy had it too low. So Sign Guy.
You're not putting Stevie Wonder on this list.
All right.
Back to back,
Whew, doggy. Doug did. Oh, damn. Indians by anti. Holy cow. How the Europeans came in and wiped out and showed how many Indians. John, lead singer, half Indian, and is often seen dancing in the ceremony and headdress that was given him. Tribal chief while performing.
Pretty cool backstory.
Damn. Hell yeah. This is almost like Gary dropping the knowledge on us, Clint. The professor almost dropping the knowledge on us. Damn. That's impressive. All right. Gail?
Tainted Love by Soft Cell.
You've heard it. You've heard it.
I was going to say that
Don't touch.
the artists' names are like what's throwing you off.
Yeah.
See, there's
No, you jumped the gun, damn it.
There's your guy. Really?
No, I got a story about that song.
Oh, hang on. Apparently, it's coming.
It's a funny story too.
Apparently, that's coming up.
Oh, is it my turn? My bad.
Yeah.
I was out of sync. My number 5 is probably I'm gonna throw it out there now. I'm gonna get to Too Low, and that is when you hear the beginning of the song, you instantly want to get ready to fight, and that's Eye of the Tiger, Survivor.
I forgot about that song.
Nothing wrong with it being right there. Nothing
Okay.
wrong with it
How
being
about that
right there.
song?
Nothing wrong with it being right there.
That's a good one, Jim.
Here goes
that's-
Welcome to the Jungle.
oh,
That's
I remember that from Lean
TNR.
On Me. That's the opening thing song to Lean On Me. Yeah,
That's a good one.
that's another good song. That's a good one.
That's another good one. No, nothing wrong with that one, Adam. Nothing wrong with that one at all.
All right, cool. Just making sure. I thought I was going to get the too low from the panel.
Nope. Number 5 is where I put Walk This Way with Run DMC and Aerosmith. I put it at 5. Somebody else might have it higher. That's on their list. I got them even Steven right in the middle at 5.
Not even on my list.
What run that song?
Walk
I
This
can't
Way.
remember either.
It's interesting that it's made a few lists because there's so much is really interesting that one is the one that's
Well, it's because it's one of the most iconic collaborations between two different genres that, nobody probably would have thought it was going to work, and it blew up.
right. Well, it's kind of remember the 80s is also known for a couple other major collaborations.
Right.
And we'll ramble those off later if they don't get hit. So we're on to 4. Our final 4s. Clint?
I'm still debating. Should I switch them out? I'm not. Now, number 4 is what you call it, a tribute song? I went with "We Are the World."
I was waiting for that to make sense.
Africa.
I was just going to say that's what I was going to talk about is the collaborations.
Of
That
everybody.
song
Of
had
everybody.
every big 80s star, every star
Yep.
you could think of was in that song. You had Michael Jackson, you had Cyndi Lauper, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, you name it, they was all in it.
Bruce Springsteen.
Springsteen,
yeah.
Willie Nelson.
I want to say, I think Ray Charles was in that too. Diana.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Everybody
there was-
big in that song. Like,
Yep.
Him and Stevie were swinging side by side together.
yeah, it's awesome when you can get like a song with all the biggest stars that willing to like get together,
Right.
and make a song like that. So, and it's for a good cause too.
Yeah, I'm glad that made a list because that's a good one too, Jim. I really like that one. And that's a tough one to try to sing too. It gets a couple of quick speed up parts, and you got to sing those freaking lines pretty quick. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
That is a really good one.
You're up, Gail.
Doug.
Free Falling by Tom Petty.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. It's really good.
That's funny. I put that in a chapter one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched American Greed. This dude talking about he threw a 50s party and they said he had 50 Cent. He had the weirdest combination. I'm like, how you got 50 Cent, Bruce Springsteen? I'm like, Tom Petty there. And then he had Kenny G. I'm like, who's buying Kenny G to anything?
Look up what he pays in alimony to his ex-wife.
Oh, good
It
Lord.
is insane.
Who's that?
Kenny G.
Kenny G. Like,
Oh,
he just took her back to court because now he's not touring and everything, and he's not doing all the
he's
experience.
not.
He broke.
He's not
He be
viable
broke.
anymore.
Yeah, so he actually had to go back to court and get it lowered, but it was an insane amount of like $400,000 a month or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, insane.
I mean, she making like,
She ain't working forever. She's sitting on her butt at home. That's what she's doing.
yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah, it's
she's making almost
it was
1.6 million a year.
it was
I feel like he's gotta
$40,000
get it lowered.
$40,000 a month.
Oh, I thought it was 400, so I was way off.
No, but still,
Yeah, that's way high.
Money.
40
That's still
yeah,
a
but
lot.
still $40,000 a month.
Yeah.
That's like almost
80,000 a year.
7/8
Still
of
making
my
a good
year.
half a meal.
Shoot, yeah, that's crazy.
I wonder if they
That's
granted
nuts.
him it lowered. Because I know he was going to court for it, asking for it to be lowered, but I don't know if he actually got it lowered.
Unreal. It said, it says here he was ordered to pay his ex-wife $300,000 in attorney fees to get his spousal support lowered. The heck?
Dang, she still
Damn.
got him.
Like, what the heck?
She
So
still
So
got him.
she's
Come
paying
in that
for
trumpet.
lawyers to basically say we don't want
Wait,
you to lower
saxophone.
it. That's stupid.
Come in that saxophone. She got him.
He got screwed in that divorce decree is what happened.
Yeah, I did. Wow. That's crazy. And she's never going to get remarried because then she loses out the money.
Right.
They usually have
Yeah.
a certain time limit, like so many years.
It says at the time it went up to $40,000 a month and would stay that amount until Kenny or Belinda died or remarried.
Oh God. I
Yeah.
thought most of them had like a time limit where you only pay it for 10 or 15 years.
Right. I thought it was definitely going to be like 10 years. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
like the
that
Britney
too.
Spears, Justin
'Cause
Fairline
that's
one. I think.
nuts.
Like she had to pay him a certain amount of money for what, like 5-something years or something.
Yeah, that's insane. Jim's saying we need to move on.
Sorry. So Gail is Adam's number 4.
You did yours already?
Yeah, I already did mine before.
My number 4 is because Sign Guy had to jump the gun and ruin it for everybody, but it's never going to give you up, Rick Astley.
Too low. Too low.
No, my other 3 are way better.
Too low.
Whoa. Okay.
Not according to one.
Calm down there, Hotel California.
So this is
Oh,
the story about the Rick Astley song.
oh, geez. Oh, here we go. And see, Jason, it was not on my list.
See, I was at Holy Ship. I was at Holy Ship. And I think I know Star know about the Holy Ship trip I was on. I
Yeah.
showed him the picture of the cup and everything that I got. The funny thing about it was I met these group of people. There was like 7 of them. They was dressed like Blockbuster employees, Shout out to Blockbuster because Blockbuster probably coming back. So I took a picture with them and they gave me a card. And it's like scan the QR code on the card. So I scan the QR code on the card. It's Rick Astley. I'm like, really? Okay then. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. Y'all got me on that one.
You got Rick rolled.
Yeah, I did. I definitely got Rick rolled. Crazy. That was the thing, too.
My number 4, I was actually, when I was working on this list, my number 4, I was jamming a little bit to this one and had it turned up a little extra loud. And Bryce is in what I call goofball mode. And he's sitting there bouncing around, dancing like Carlton almost into effect. And he comes in and he goes, "This is cool. Who is this?" And I was like, "This is Wham." And he goes, "Who?" I said, "Wham."
Wake me up.
He's like, "Yep, wake me up before you go." Bryce is like, "It's a cool song. I like this." Cool. I'm glad you do. It says by a group called Wham. He goes, "That's a cool name."
That was what, George Michael? Or yeah, that was okay. Great song.
Oh, geez. Wow. Sign Guy just not laying off. Yeah.
It is, though. It actually is,
but-
though.
We're gonna have to get his ass on one of these shows.
Oh, you darn right we are.
We just got to come up with a good topic for him.
We'll have a good one. Don't you worry. We'll have a good one.
I wish I was drunk right now. I'm not drinking, though.
It's a nice day out. Good day for drinking.
These listeners are sober me.
Number 3. Clint?
Now, 1, 2, 3 was hard.
Yes. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Number 3 came out in 1982. Surprised he ain't make nobody list, but he's gonna make mine here.
Quit stealing my shit, Jim.
That's Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
I knew he was going to be somewhere in your top 3.
Jackson. Yeah. I mean, and also too. I mean, this was a song that I kind of moonwalk. I mean,
Dude, I wanted to put a Michael song on my list so bad, but I just couldn't find like the perfect one that I wanted to.
Wow. Okay.
See, I don't even think I know any. I may know it a couple songs, but I don't even know if I know a single song by Iron Maiden.
No.
About Iron Maiden.
Doug is definitely helping cover the heavy side for us. Definitely appreciate that, Doug. Truly do. So anybody watching, it's like, yes, if you're a heavy,
we are the
you-
first show.
Yep, you are on the correct
We
show.
cover everything.
Yep. We do, and we do it well. Gail?
A little bit of that. I have It's the End of the World as We Know It.
I liked that song until 92.3 when they were the radio station, played that for 24 straight hours. God. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Atomic Dog.
You can't go wrong with George. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with George Clinton.
Played it 24 hours straight. Ooh, that's brutal.
How
That is
straight?
brutal. Doug says, not a problem. Hell, yeah, like I said, appreciate it.
Glad he's back. It's good to hear from him.
Yep.
Had us worried, buddy. All right, so for my number 3, this is the song that we actually came out to at the wedding reception, and that is You Shook Me All Night Long, AC/DC.
Nice. Very nice.
I have something for us on the next list.
Whoa.
I already know what it is.
Hey now.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
No, I'm not going to say the name of the song. I'm just going to say it's probably our first dance song.
Gil's like, yep, I got it.
It should be on your list too.
It's not, but I made up for it by putting this one on there.
First dance is way better than entrance music. Just saying.
Yeah.
My number 3, I actually got to turn around and tinker around and got to play it on the keyboard, learned how to play it on keyboard, and it was a lot of fun. And that is Axel F.
What is it?
Axel F, the Beverly Hills Cop theme.
Oh,
music.
okay. Yeah. Now that you said Beverly Hills Cop, I know exactly where you're going.
Yep. That is the name of the song.
Good song. Great movie.
Yep.
I mean, I love it. I love me some Eddie Murphy. Anything he's in, I'm a big fan.
The tune was pretty cool, and I learned how to play it on the keyboard. I loved it. I loved it.
I'm just saying. The same guy that turned down Rush Hour and did Holy Man.
And Jim likes it. Jim likes it. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it. Deuces. Number 2, Clint.
Number 2. 1988 and 1989.
Ooh.
First group with that parental advisory label and that little
I know who it is.
corner. That's straight out of Compton and Express Yourself by NWA. Hey. They came on the scene and changed everything up. They had police unions writing songs saying not to play any of their songs, despite the fact they ain't getting no radio play on their songs. Still went number 1. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just a classic, man.
It's a good one. Doug bringing in Disposable Heroes by Metallica. Generals pulling their puppet strings and forcing soldiers to fight battles. Lyrics are from both sides. Soldiers ask, why am I dying? With General screaming back to the front? He will do what I say.
Oh, boy.
Damn.
That's a deep song.
Severe.
That's a deep song right there.
Heck yeah, it is. We got that train sneaking in, coming around the bend. All right, Gail.
Number 9.
Two.
Number two. Sorry, got all mixed up.
Number 9. Were you? What? You got a sangria over there? We
No,
don't
it
know
was good. I had one last night and it was very good. Should I stay or should I go by the Clash?
that. Okay. I was off the Rolling Stone Jet from Jim.
Fitting.
What's the Ronda Rousey theme song? What's the name of that one? Talk about
That's Young Jet.
Don't know the name of it.
I gotta think
I
of
like
it.
that song. I like that song though.
I know the song. I can't think of the name though.
Okay.
Bad Reputation.
That's it.
Bad Reputation.
That's it. No,
I got you.
No.
I got you. I got you.
Now, my number 2 and number 1 could go either way. It was a toss-up. This is why I went with it. So, my number 2 is one of the greatest songs of all time. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves it. And that's Africa by Toto.
I'm glad that made a list because I was struggling. I'm like, man, I know I got to put it on the list. I'm like,
Oh, it was.
where
Once I saw the year, it was automatically. No, it was in between 1 and 2 for me. Easy.
I'm glad it made a list. I am really glad that one made a list because it is hard picking songs, period. And especially because I listened to a lot. I didn't really, from jazz to rock to hip hop. I was all over the place. Rock, hair band stuff. It's all on my lists. So it's really difficult. I even told my mom last night, I said, yeah, we're doing our 80s theme tomorrow. She's like, yep, good luck with that.
Yeah, it was.
Even Zolt saw the post and he even snickered. He said, yeah, glad you guys had to do it because I couldn't.
Oh, we need to get him on one of these, but he probably ain't got time.
Oh, remember, he's the stats man. If he sets aside a little bit of time, he'll pop something together. Totally. All right, my number 2, Jump by Van Halen.
Get another good one. Can't go wrong with that.
Nope. Like you said, my 1 and 2 could be flip-flopped as well, but yeah, number 2 got Jump, Van Halen. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with our numero unos. Hang tight.
Pizza Galley, located in the heart of Vermilion, monthly pizza specials from specialty pizzas to subs and po' boys. Open Wednesday and Thursday at 4. Friday through Sunday, open at noon. Call 440-963-0177.
Delmonico's Barbershop with 2 locations on Liberty Avenue in the Delmonico Plaza in Vermilion. Open early at 5 a.m. on Monday through Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 8 a.m. on Thursday, or their Lorraine location on Oberlin Avenue, 8 a.m. Delmonico, more than just barbers, their family.
Bodine Sanders, author of Race Against Race. Experience diversity and inclusion in sports through Bodine's eyes. From high school to Cheney, all the way through his graduation at Villanova and beyond. Get your copy today at Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Also available on all ebook platforms, Kindle, and local libraries ebook. Check out Race Against Race today.
La Troje Mexican Restaurant and Bar, located in Wellington, just east of 58 on Herrick. Monster margaritas, and enough food to feed the whole family. Mention the Perfect 10 and receive 10% off your order. Dine in or take out, just like the Perfect 10 has at La Troje.
All right, welcome back. We are down to the numero unos. Our favorite number 1s. Clint,
The 80s.
kick this bad boy off.
All right. Your number 2 has something to do with my number 1.
Oh,
In fact, your number 2, one of the members of your 2 had a guitar solo, and my number 1. My number 1 is Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Favorite 80s song of all time. All time. time. That's the one song you can play a lot of times at my job, and I will not get tired of. And Eddie Van Halen killed that guitar solo.
Great guitarist.
Yeah. So I think that's funny how like his number 2 artist tied into my number 1 song of all time.
And Doug, when Doug mentioned Motorhead this morning to me, I was like, Ace of Spades. I'm like, duh. I'm like, oh, I didn't need any more songs to add to my list, Doug. But that is a badass song. I do like that song. If it wasn't for Triple H, bringing in Motorhead too, I mean, what an awesome idea that was for him to do that. It was a great idea. I like the fact that Triple H, got a lot more artists involved into the wrestling, and I mean, it goes hand in hand.
He's a big Motorhead fan. He's literally a
big.
But
he brought in a lot of different artists, and that's what's a lot with the entrances for everybody now. Is you're getting some big time artists doing their stuff, so that's a lot of fun, especially at WrestleMania.
Lil Uzi Vert at WrestleMania is not fun.
Says my favorite all of them. Southern Cross, Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
I don't know if I know that.
I don't know that one.
I know it either.
Hey, son, guy, you jumped it off.
It's not like we can play a clip because we'll get booted.
Yeah.
Right?
You gotta have time. Gotta call in when we do our what's the name.
Quaker Rice Cakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when we do the call in and the live from a stagehand for Jimi Hendrix.
Get out of here!
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Damn.
I love me some Jimi Hendrix too. That's awesome.
Doug is dropping the knowledge. Big time.
Awesome.
Outstanding. Gail?
It's already been.
Wow. Jeez, can you tell them to blow it
as the weather gets warmer, the horns get louder.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to turn into a quiet zone, but I still haven't seen any of that happening.
Lied.
All right. So my number 1, never gonna give you up. That's why I said too low earlier.
Okie dokie.
Too low.
That's also, if you watch Family Guy, that also was funny too because Brian did that song too.
Right.
The way he introduced it though, he's like, and here's a song by a gay guy. I was like, oh. Then he started ad-libbing the song so bad. He's like, I don't think I like this song. Because he did that. They're never going to give you like, and he like that. He like went too high. I'm like, yeah, no.
I'll give that dude credit. He's got a talent. He can sing. He can do voices.
That's also when Peter and the chicken started beefing too.
Great rivalry.
But yeah, that's a classic song. I mean, even today you still play videos and like you still get what was it called? Rick Roll still today.
Yeah.
Like
and you click on it, they'll send you a link, you click on it, and you found that out. They do it many different ways.
I'm gonna do something like that next year. I might get that Blockbuster card to Gail, just have Gail just like, hey, can you check this QR code for me? Then it just what's it.
All right, so for my number 1, I got on Jim's ass earlier about it being way, way too low on his list, and that is Don't Stop Believing, Journey.
I should have known that was going to be your number 1.
Hello.
You love Journey so much.
All right. Well, finishing this bad boy off, I'm shocked that you weren't figuring out a Michael Jackson hit, but the ultimate Michael Jackson hit,
Thriller,
my numero uno.
Yeah, it was hard to not put it on my list.
I was sitting when we said it. I said,
unpopular opinion.
Thriller would have to be the first. I mean, it was like one of the main. Well, Clint, remember you're a '90s baby.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it does.
The reason Thriller And I'm not saying it's overrated because it's not overrated. It's one of the greatest songs ever. They play on every Halloween. The reason I think Driller got so much more what's name is because it was one of the first like TV movie like songs. Like that was like a mini movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
It was the
It was one of
first.
its kind.
It was the
Of its
first.
kind.
It was like one of the first music video stories,
Yeah.
like you said, and that's why it. But it was really good all the way around. I mean, it's a great
They
song.
played every
too.
Halloween too.
I mean,
I
and
think
when
they only
you-
play Thriller on Halloween now. That's how iconic it is. It is.
and have Vincent Price on it on top of it. It's just money in the bank.
Yeah. I ain't got no problem with Thriller being number one.
I will definitely check that out after we're off air, Sign Guy. Thank you.
But it is also yeah, but I that one I went with 2 Michael Jackson songs. I love
In the
Thriller a
top
lot.
3
I
of
like
that.
See,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll
I like
probably
Beat It.
get-
I like Beat It and Billie Jean better than Thriller.
I'll probably get lambasted by this, but I really didn't care for Michael.
There's the door.
I'm not trying to be mean. It wasn't
No.
my cup of tea.
Bon Jovi is not my cup of tea whatsoever. I am not.
That's all.
See, I'm allergic to the bullshit coming out your mouth.
I need waiters.
Wow.
I mean, you could.
Ew.
I mean, but when you think about it, though, like look at something like you can think like that in there be your cup of tea. I mean, it's just like it's like if the song gets played a lot, like you will never pay me for a guy to like Martika. Like I will pay you
Yeah.
for a guy, but I heard the song so many times. I'm like, and one of my favorite rappers did a cover of the song. I'm like, the song is that damn good. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, there
Yeah.
were a lot of good
Cyndi
songs.
Lauper made my list.
That is true. I was really
No,
No, I
surprised.
don't hate. And by the way,
Yeah.
no, I don't hate Cyndi Lauper as much as I say.
And
I don't hate the song. I just hate that I hear it 8 times a day. It annoys me.
Right.
right. Well, and
Yeah.
I had Janet on my list too. Rhythm Nation was an 80s. I mean, like I said, it's
What's love got to
it's
do with about
hard.
Tia Turner?
Yep. There's a lot.
I'm surprised
Um,
Gail ain't had that on her list.
What's that?
What's love got to do with about Tina Turner?
You know what the hardest person to not put on my list was
Whitney
for
Houston
me?
didn't make the list
This Whitney. That's where I was getting at. Whitney was one that was hard for me to not put her on the list.
because
Yeah.
my favorite Whitney song came out in the '90s. That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
I think we might. I have
think
one of her
we're-
songs on my list for
I,
next
I
one.
don't
Oh.
have one of her songs on my '90s list.
We almost
I was
need
gonna
to
say.
do like a top 10 female songs and a top 10 male songs.
That's gonna be tough.
Because that would have given us
Ooh.
an extra 10 per category.
No, you
we
don't
could
do
have
that.
we could have broken this down by each
Genre.
year. We could have
Right.
broke this down by each year, and we would have had stuff from each year 80, 81, 80.
Yeah.
We literally could have done episodes 6 months
But
almost. Of
But I
episodes
like
of
that.
80s.
I like that idea
the
by
breakdown.
Gail though. Like that's what
Yeah.
we should say for the future. Top songs by male artists, and then top songs by females.
Yeah.
So it might be some female you think of like.
And then
And
could
Maybe
then
I
do
would
it,
give
there's more
females a little
room
more.
to add
And-
more songs too that we
and
would
do,
really like
and
to.
could do groups too.
Yeah.
Could do the groups too. that
Yeah.
way. But yeah, it's a lot. And Doug's right. Everything good came out in the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. Is I
There's a
always tell
lot of
people the '80s genre of music is the best ever.
I gotta say though, I was looking through the 90s and the 90s are gonna be probably pretty hard too.
For me, it was.
You
Oh,
know, 90s had a lot of good music too. 80s had a lot.
My
more.
90s was easy for me. 80s was the tough one.
90s, I think I've only got like my first 2 or 3
My 90s was
really nailed down. It's like the rest of them I have to.
It's
Go-
mine is
go
too. I
through.
want to say my top 2 for sure are there, but everyone else is like it's still like there.
Yeah,
but I'm still
it's-
trying to shuffle stuff around.
Yeah, it's up in the air. I mean, the Love Shack was an 80s tune. B52.
I hate that song.
I love that song.
That's
We are so
I mean, a lot of songs on there. That one. How about somebody said Guns N' Roses. Every rose has their thorn.
Yep, that was on my big list here too.
Every Breath You Take by the Police, I think that got remixed by Diddy after B.I.G. died.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
That could have made a list.
One of my faves was The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. I really liked that song. I thought it was it's a sad song, but I thought it was a very good song.
I want to say the one that I was thinking that I was going to add to my list and I didn't was the Romantics.
Oh,
What I Like About You.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song.
There's and
As soon as you hear it, your head starts just, bobbing along to it.
Yeah, there's just so much. And
So many 80s songs that you could have put on this list, man.
the other big collaboration was Do They Know It's Christmas with Band Aid. That was the other big fundraiser type one, and that had
Was that Islands in the Stream in the 80s, or was that 90s? With Dolly and Kenny.
Probably nobody had Prince on their list. Anybody had Purple Rain?
Little Red Corvette was very tough to leave off my list, Clint. That was like number 11, number 10 dogfight. Little Red Corvette was on my list. That was on my list. Little Red Corvette was in. It was hard not to put that one in. Or even Elvira by the Oak Ridge Boys.
Yes.
I had to hear that one too all the time.
Yeah, my mom still goes and sees them like 5 times a year if they come anywhere near.
But it's like, yeah, that was one of the funny ones because you heard it and it was just like they played it on pop radio too. It was like one that crossed over out of country and hit into pop radio. So that was a lot of fun too. Working for a living, Huey Lewis and the News. That one definitely
Under
resonates.
Pressure.
What? Ooh, that's another.
Yeah, I
good
have
one.
Under Pressure on their list.
No, that's a good one.
You didn't have. Which one did you have for Bon Jovi? Or was there Bon Jovi?
Oh.
The You Give Love a Bad Name wasn't on anybody's list, right?
No, I don't think so. I think it was Living on a Prayer.
Yeah, that's
That
what
could
it
have
was.
been on there too, though.
Living on a Prayer was on my list.
And Wild Thing from Tone Loc.
Oh,
Or Funky Cone Medina.
Yeah.
Yep. I had Tone on my list. I was like, oh, where am I
Jason was
putting
talking
all
about
these
hip
guys?
hop. Jason was talking about hip hop. Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It takes two.
Oh, and Danger Zone.
And I'm
top
killing
gun.
myself. For
Oh,
this one,
dude,
too.
I'm so mad I forgot about that.
Danger
New
Zone.
Edition. New Edition could have made this list of some of their songs in the 80s too.
Well, I get a lot of flack because I say, and I don't care, I think that the Top Gun sequel, the one that just came out, is better than the original.
I think it was just as good.
Remember when these got released for their time frames? I think they're equally good.
Well, you got to understand. I just literally, when we went down for that trip in November, I watched both of them then. That was the first time I'd ever seen the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I saw the original back in its heyday.
Yeah, we were sitting poolside with the inflatable projection screen and watching it outside.
That's pretty cool, though. That is very cool.
Very, very nice. And it was nice and warm, and in November, it was lovely.
Jim is giving you Adam's dead dude.
I was never alive to you to begin with.
Jim, I think they are equally as good. In the way you look at it.
Oh,
the
some guy
concept
did
is
have
good.
Prince on this list.
Yeah, he did.
He said he had 1999 at 7.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you what he had on his list because I wasn't paying attention.
and
Wow.
I also have "Dancing on the Ceiling" by Lionel Richie on my list.
Oh, what was the other Lionel Richie song? Damn. I had it almost on my list. Like any list that I was going through, I was like almost putting it on there.
Yeah, I've got him on my list. Let me see if I got it on this page.
All Night Long?
Yeah, that's the one.
All Night Long, yeah.
One more
And
person I forgot
Celebration
on my
by
list.
Kool and the Gang.
Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel.
Didn't put that on my list
Sledgehammer,
because I thought
that's
somebody
okay.
would have had it on there.
What's that?
Celebration by
Celebration. It almost creeped into the
Also-
top 10.
Didn't miss my cut. My Prerogative by Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afternoon edition.
I actually had one Madonna song, and that's La Isla Bonita.
Good night, Jim. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Everyone
Old,
have Madonna.
old ass going to bed at what, 7:30?
7:38. Dang. ROCK in the USA, also a big 80s hit.
Springsteen didn't make nobody's list.
No, I think it's. I don't know why.
I didn't know this
idea.
song came out in the 80s. It's a one-hit wonder. You talk about Vanilla Ice being a one-hit wonder. Bust a Move by MC.
MC Light.
In the 80s. No,
You know
by
another
Young
one?
MC.
Another person that didn't make anybody's list, and I thought I almost put it on mine, but it's Jack and Diane, John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Oh man.
makes it
St.
hard.
Elmo's Fire was also on my list.
What is?
St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh yeah, that was on a lot of. When you Googled it, it came up a lot.
Yep. Here's our defense. There's our defense. Thanks, Doug. We knew we brought you in for a reason on this.
No one can understand Springsteen.
Oh man. Yeah, I've also got Miami Vice's theme song.
I mean, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The theme songs I think is a whole other show.
Yeah.
One of Starship, We Built This City, that was one of my faves too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Karma Chameleon.
Yeah, that was hard to leave off.
That was so hard to leave off my list. I was like, man, come on. Like I said, we could have literally gone
Salt
through
and
this
Pepper
list
push it. I
over
probably
and
that could have.
I told Gail I was surprised. I would be surprised if that wasn't on your list.
Yeah.
That-
What?
Salt and pepper.
You thought you've been surprised it wasn't on my list?
Yeah, like I thought for sure you'd have had it on there. But then again, I thought to myself, Salt and Pepper's not TLC, so therefore that's probably why
Right.
they won't make it.
You know me so well, Star.
You know-
hey, TLC, greatest female group in my opinion of all time.
And no Paula Abdul on anybody's list.
Straight up.
Straight
I
up.
don't know nothing about that. I just know about that. The one again that she got mocked on Family Guy. I'm just like a cat. And Peter Griffin was like dancing with the whole.
Yeah, say the Flash Dance song or Footloose.
Yeah.
Or Fame.
Yeah.
Or Fame too. Yeah. I was gonna say a lot of movies had a lot of good theme songs for them.
That's another one you can do. Movie
Theme songs.
soundtrack.
Or songs from movies.
Yeah, movie soundtrack songs. Oh, we just figured out a new list.
Son of a bitch.
We just figured out a new list. Hot damn. Oh, that's going to be another large listing, though, too. Mr. Roboto from Styx.
Not a fan. I mean, it's an all right song. I know. I mean, it's not like, I mean, I'll listen to it, but it's not something that I would put in a playlist.
Right.
When the Going Gets Tough, the Tough Get Going by Billy Ocean.
Oh, wasn't there a Daft Punk song in the 80s?
Queen Flash Gordon, darn. Doug. Oh, Doug, it's been a lot of fun having you back on, man. I'm telling you.
It has. You say you got a 90s list? Oh, man.
Oh, you know he's got. You know he does.
I might know some of the artists of his 90s, probably. Got more of the grunge era.
Now, you said you like Beat It. What about Bad by Michael Jackson?
Like Bad. I feel like this is my thing with Bad. I listen to Bad, and I feel like that's one of those songs. If he was alive, he'd play at the BET Awards.
All right.
That's one of those songs to see him getting hyped with the crowd. Like, what's the name? But That's another one too. I mean, I love all Michael Jackson songs. Like it was hard. I couldn't do a top 10 list of. I can do a top 10 list of Michael Jackson songs, but I was like, I'm gonna cut it to 2. I'm trying not to lump artists together. Like,
Right.
I feel like that's kind of cheating the list in a way. I'm trying to.
Well,
stay
I was even going to throw a yacht rock one on there. I was going to throw Sailing on for you, Clint.
That is a good song, though.
Yes, it is.
So,
And he had a remix version with one of the boy band groupings, and who the heck was it? Was it 98 or New Kids or one of those? And Kelly turned around and found it, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't a bad version. It was pretty good too. But it was Ride Like the Wind and Sailing. I had Christopher Cross on there. On mine too. Doug says, yes, you do, Clinton. You'd be very surprised on who and where they are.
yeah, I will look forward to the 90s.
Oh,
I look forward to Doug. Doug, I look forward to your 90s list.
The Final Countdown by Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even come across that one.
I didn't either.
It's on the big sheets. 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that took a whopping 6 days to put together. That was brutal and fun.
Yeah, how long is it going to take you to finish your 90s?
Hopefully a lot easier than this.
Mine was.
I hope it was easier than this. I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun to go back and just hit the YouTube to it. You know, a lot of it, that was the best.
Nope, I wasn't torturing myself by listening to it. Just Google it, look at the list, and call it.
No, I had some time. I was definitely jamming to a few of the ones that I know I really liked. So, and like I said, for Bryce to walk in during Wham, that was totally worth the play.
Right?
That was totally worth the play.
You got to teach them young.
I love that. Got goofball mode, and I loved it. It was awesome. All right, so 90s list. That's up next, folks. That is up. What's up next? But this was a lot of fun. It was as torturous as it was for us. This was fun. Well, for me, it was fun.
Right.
Clint, I'm sure Clint's feeling a little bit better that we're getting into the 90s for the next one.
No, I mean, I know a lot of songs about the 80s. I know a lot of like old school songs. Like
He's learned a lot from and listening to the music playlist at his auto parts store.
No, I just got them on my phone. Like I got like a bunch of like old school like playlists on there, like playlists. Like I like my 90s list. You know, I got an artist on here that's gonna surprise y'all.
Okay.
All right.
I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. And no,
All
it's
right.
not a Aaliyah.
Oh, okay.
My list is all over the place for 90s.
I was going to say, I'm sure mine will be too. It definitely will be. The ultimate list is what's going to be interesting to try to put together.
10 songs of any music genre of any era. Favorite. Oh God,
that is going to be so brutal. It
is. This is the problem with me coming up with that list. It's so many songs that I listen to today that like I can put that up on the top 10 list of my personal favorite. But two things: one, nobody probably never heard of the song, or it's probably a highly hip hop song that like ain't nobody probably gonna say, oh, that's one of them young rappers that y'all listen to today. You know, one of those. One of those. But yeah.
Well, we're still scheduling for a live in studio for that. So we're looking forward to that one on the 26th. So we're looking for callers, call-ins for that one. Got to set that up with Jim. I got to get on the phone with him next week about that. Make sure we got everything lined up because they've been kicking and screaming, going, "When are you guys coming in?" Well, okay,
here we come.
Here we come,
Get
and
ready.
we're bringing our music list with us. So that will be
Get ready.
Get ready. Something tells me we will be longer than an hour doing that one.
Probably.
Something tells me it may be longer than an hour. And it's perfect that it's on a Wednesday before the NFL draft. Perfect time.
For sure.
Yeah, no
Perfect
doubt.
time.
I do not want to miss the draft.
I don't think anybody, any of us.
I don't care about the draft.
Well, just because my backup team has the number 1 pick. So
I don't care about the draft, period.
I'm not, and I tell you this right now,
I'm not about to waste 3 hours and a half on just no.
I'm going to be, I have a feeling they're going to take the quarterback. I don't want them to, because I'm going to be pissed off.
All righty. Well, until next week or next couple of days, we'll get our 90s list together and then our 2000 to presents list. We'll cram another 20 years in somewhere.
Yep.
So, say goodnight, Gracie.
The Perfect 10, created by Adam Wissinger, produced and directed by George Brayshaw. Slides and designed by Canva, video by Capwing, and production software through StreamYard. Music from SilvermanSound.com, Pulsar by Shane Hines. In association with 3 Geeks Podcast, found on Facebook and YouTube. And also heard on WOBL Gold Country, 1320 AM, 107.7